Well, as you can see, we're back in town and water again today. Mainly because the big rivers I want to have a go at the meanders. They're just running too high, so the only opportunity I got is these little tennant streams. And even this one's a fair bit of water pelting down this today too, but we'll have a crack here. And, it's only 13-degree maximum today, but it's only very light breeze. More rain forecast for tomorrow and right through, so yeah, I reckon this coming weekend is going to be a lot of rain here in the north, so I've got to make the most of it while I can. So, yeah, let's hope we get a few. Same rig and setups I had yesterday with the Aglia Rainbow, the fluoro, and the Mepps Akuma 6-foot cellulose finesse rod, 1 kilo, and the little Inspira Isaacs 20 reel. So yeah, we'll just plug it on. Hopefully we'll get 5 yesterday. Hopefully we can equal that today. There we go, second cast. We're on the run. This fish followed it all the way down and then turned as I got it out to lift out the water. So I flicked straight back up to that right end river bank, that flat water near the bubble line. Halfway back, halfway down, and this brownie come and swallowed it. He's a bit tangled up, and boy did he skim across that water. Anyway, we'll get him off. Beautiful condition. Yeah, so we'll unhook and untangle the portal bait and let him go. Just a minute ago, there's a trout just took something off the surface in that flat water. I cast up above it and brought the Aglia fluoro back down past it, the rainbow pattern, but he came at it and he just turned side on and went. So I've got rid of that now, and I've put a size 0 stonefly bug spin on, just see whether that will get his attention. If not, we'll just go to a little gold Aglia, because that works well up in here too. Alright, did the trick. Took 3 casts, and it's not a big one, but that's all it took, 3 casts, and you grabbed the black one. We'll get the little fella off and let him go. Gee, some beautiful red spots on it. Right, just on our third trout. We've got him near in. He's still holding deep there. There he comes. This one's been taken on the Aglia in a brown trout pattern. Aglia fluoro in the micro pigment and a brown trout. I had a couple of follows on the bug spinner, stonefly. They wouldn't touch it. So sat behind it. Went back to rainbow trout pattern on the Aglia, wouldn't touch that. So I just put a brand new brown trout pattern one on. Long cast up the middle there with that bubble line coming down, and yeah, this little tackle here's grabbed hold of it. So there you go. So they're a bit funny, finicky today. Alright, I'll let him go. Trout number 3 on his way. Last time I fished all up through here, this is where I got my first trout of the day. I finished up with 7 that day, but that was back on the 15th. That was 2 weeks ago since I've been up here. And like I said, the water's running a lot higher and colder again now because of the snow melt. Right, just got this trout number 4 on. I watched him take that one. Oh dear. I never had my Polaroids on, I wouldn't have seen him. Because that was a cast up into that, between the bushes and under that tea tree, and brought it back, and I just saw this shape come out from behind it and just grab hold of it. I didn't think he was that well hooked at first, but he's hooked better than I thought he was. Another one to get off and let go. Look at them red spots on the side of him. He's got their beautiful colours. It's been 20 minutes since I had my last fish, and it's come this big wide stretch of water, and I noticed there's a few trout just sticking their heads up, sipping the gear off the surface. So whether they'll take the spinner here or not, I don't know, but we'll give it a flick and see what happens. Oh, finally got him. He had 5 cracks at that. I've worked myself halfway up this big pool. It's starting to get just below the waist, and I'd cast all along that left-hand bank, nothing, and that's where they were sort of surfacing. I did a backhand cast around with that fallen branches there, and Start bringing it back down. I thought it hit a log at first, and then it bonked again, and hang on, that feels like a trout. And then tap, 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 and there we go, trout number 5. Alright, trout number 5, you're on your way. Hippity-doo-dah. There we go. It's too deep to go any further here, so I'm going to have to clamber up that river bank there and then go through that scrub and bush bash my way through and up around just go along the edge of or where I can, and hopefully get up around the corner up there and just drop down back into the water up there for any luck. So there we go. I just hooked and lost trout number 6 here near them reeds there, and it's only a little tucker anyway, so it didn't make that much difference. Had been a decent fish, I would have cried, but still plenty of water ahead. I don't know how long I'm going to keep going. I'm having a lot of back trouble today, and I wasn't even going to come, but decided to. But, anyway, we'll fish on until I can't do it anymore. Oh, I got another. I got number 6. I don't know how well hooked he is. He's holding deep there in this range. Only a little tucker. I looked at him, yeah, he's only a little one, but that was the backhand cast right into that steep side of the river bank there, and behind that overhanging branch. So to lob it straight in between the bank and that branch, and 2 turns of the reel, and this little tucker grabbed hold of it. So, yeah, so even half a dozen so far. I'm pretty happy with that, because you never know what to expect with these little streams at the moment, with the way the weather's been. Just hooked and lost another one here, and real tight bit of water, little backhand cast under there, and he ran me into that bit of crap there, and a couple of head shakes, and he just went one way, and I had to get my lure out of that bush, out of that broken branch. The bugger. Wasn't a monster fish, but he was one of the better ones. Oh, just got another one here. It's bigger than the last one. Nice fish. This brown trout, pattern Aglia micro pigment lure has really done the job today since I changed over to it. And I've had to sharpen the trebles a few times. I've been a lot of rocks on the bottom, even bottom bouncing and that, and so yeah. So just get your little honing stone there, little sharpening stone out, and just keep touching them up. And even when you've got a few trout, after every 3rd trout, just give them a little touch up. So he's on his way. Remember, don't forget to always wet your hands when you're handling the trout too. So he's on his way. That way you don't take the protective coating off him. And he was taken right up that off that bank on the other side. There's a little bubble line just tripping along there. So yeah, so hopefully, yeah, 7. So it's going well. May even get 8. I'd like to get another 3, get double figures. It'd be a nice way to finish the day off. I should have had a 10. I've had 4 hits down there for 3 hookups. One I grabbed a hold of it, and I thought he was hooked, and I just pulled the lure and it comes straight out of his mouth. And then first cast into this pool here, hook up, jumped out of the water, tossed hook. So I think his weather's coming in. There's a massive clap of thunder a while ago, so I'm going to have to get myself moving. Wind's come up now, I tell you. I think it feels like about 6 degrees here at the moment. Alright, trout number 8. This trout here, I was getting tap, tap, tap. I had the lure right at my feet. Where he is now is where he grabbed it. So, yeah, lucky to get hold of this one too, I think. And nice solid fish, lovely condition. We'll get him off and send him on his way. Alright, trout number 9. It's a fish of the day too, this one. Just taking the backhand cast up there. I nearly bypassed this. I was going to come in the other side of it and throw back, but I thought better if I get in the river and cast up and bring the lure back down, which I did. And yeah, it took 5 casts and got off it in the right spot and this fella, he's pretty well hooked, but he'll be alright though. It's just in behind that front jaw. Oh no, he's all good. He's on. Beautiful. Number 10. Double figures. First double figures for the season, believe it or not. Especially for me, and going into September, hell. Nearly into October, 2 months gone with the trout season. And they've taken right off that long cast up past the tea tree overhanging there and brought it back, and he took it just this side the tea tree, close to that river bank. So nothing big, and that's a legal size fish. Trout, believe it or not, here in Tassie, which is bloody ridiculous. They should be at least 30 centimetres, not 22 bloody centimetres. I can't believe it. Just cannot believe it. Oh, it's legs 11, trout number 11 here. And the only way to go that was a flick just around that bush in that little flat water. The only reason I'm up in here is because this wattle here, I had a cast straight up the river, and yeah, caught right on the end of the wattle, so I had to come up along this right along this edge. It was too deep on my right here now to get up there, so I had to come along this edge here to get it off. And if I were me, I'll just flick up under that bush there, and there we go. This little fella. Good. Since I've hooked that trout number 11, I've hooked and lost another 3. This has come behind it, then just not staying hooked. Now they're mouth and just hitting, tap, 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 lipping and gone. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the butt. Oh, nice solid fish on there, I can tell you. It was just a cast straight up in that right end river bank. This fella's just smashed it. Oh, fish, here's the fish of the day. That is a beauty. That's number 12. I'll slip him straight in the net, this one. I'm not going to mess around with him at all. Don't want to lose it. I'm going to let him go anyway, but yeah, beautiful fish. Oh, number 12 caught, and it's, what is it now? Just gone 5 to 4, so I've had about 3 hours and 20 minutes in the river, so for a dozen trout, and you know, I should have had probably 17 all up. Anyway, we'll let this fella go. Send him on his way. No, I'm just going to fish a bit more around that corner and call it a day. I'm probably within about half a kilometre of the car now, so it's been a good day. One of my best ones for the season. We'll, yeah, maybe add 1 or 2 more before I get out. I don't know if I didn't flick, I hadn't moved, I just flicked towards that river bank and just hooked another one and lost it. Number 13. I mean, that's where I caught the number 12, the 12th fish was right here, and I thought, oh, I'll just have a flick there before I move on, and hooked one straight away on the very first cast in there. Yeah, 2 jumps in the water and he's gone. Geez, I lost some today. I don't know what's going on now. Before I couldn't miss, I was hooking really well. Now, yeah, seem to be losing more than I'm catching. But I suppose that's trout fishing for you anyway. A feisty fella, this one. Number 13. It's taken straight in there by that dead wood and that flat water. Brought it back in the drift and he took it in the middle of that fast water run. So we'll get him off before he jumps. I don't know if he'll toss this one. He's pretty well hooked. But anyway, he's going to be on his way to tick. Oh no. There we go. Trout number 13. He's just taken stuck close to that riverbank there. And a little tacker. So we'll get him off that hook and send him on his way. Well, I'm calling it a day now. And that's the little lure that's done its job really well today. Once I put it on, it hasn't really looked back. Right, well, there's another day done. It's 4:30. I was back at the car an hour ago here. I was just having a chat with a couple of little young fellas that live around the area here and just talking fishing with them. But yeah, 13 trout for the day. It was a good day. Should have had 18. I hooked and lost 5 others there and had quite a few hit and misses. But yeah, a lot better than I was expecting. So And the water's cold, it's actually freezing now, my hands are aching with the cold. So anyway guys, till next time, tight lines.